Good afternoon, I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Welcome to Camnet TV Mid News. The headlines. Joseph Malanji and BOWMAN LUSAMBO sue the Electoral Commission of Zambia. Zambia to combat crimes through street cameras. Join me with the details after this commercial.
Akamwana kanono nomsepela kwikala chapamo Kuribe kumunzi kuribe mutauni kumatero
The Zambia Statistics Agency will this year conduct the 2021 census across the country. The census aims to count people in households, rural and urban, hospitals, military, police and correctional facilities. This numbering will extend to hotels, farms, as well as high-density areas with different families sharing a house and those in transitory locations. Every person in the country matters and should be counted because the census will benefit all, from migrants, refugees and street children, homeless people, the young and the old people, as well as persons with disabilities. Everyone counts. This message is brought to you by the Zambia Statistics Agency.
And now the media news in detail. Former Kwacha Member of Parliament Joseph Malanji and his counterpart, former Kabushi Member of Parliament BOWMAN LUSAMBO, have sued the Electoral Commission of Zambia seeking a declaration that the ECZ hold fresh nominations for the two respective constituencies.
With only few days remaining till Kabushi and Kwacha constituency hold by-elections scheduled for the 15th of September 2022, the two former members of parliament for the respective constituencies have again rushed to the Lusaka High Court and sued the Electoral Commission of Zambia. Despite waiting upon the Constitutional Court's judgment to be delivered on the 7th of September 2022, former Kabushi MP BOWMAN LUSAMBO and his counterpart former Kwacha MP Joseph Malanji have petitioned the Electoral Commission of Zambia seeking that the court orders ECZ holds fresh nominations for the two constituencies after rejecting and declaring their nominations unsuccessful. On the 25th of August 2022, ECZ rejected the nomination papers of Mr. Malanji and LUSAMBO on the basis that they do not qualify to recontest the elections that were nullified by the Constitutional Court, citing Article 72(4) of the Constitution of Zambia Amended Act No. 2 of 2016. However, the two petitioners now want the Lusaka High Court to quash the said decision by ECZ on ground that it is illegal, procedurally improper, and it is therefore null and void. They also want a declaration from the court confirming that they are eligible to contest in the said by-election, adding that the decision by ECZ agents amounts to interpreting the Constitution, which is a prejudicial function and is in an excess of the powers given to ECZ under Section 4 of the Electoral Commission Act No. 25 of 2016. Mr. Malanji and BOWMAN LUSAMBO have further argued in their petition that ECZ, through its returning officer, has no powers to reject their nomination papers on the basis that their elections were nullified, stating that this action violates Article 72(2) of the Constitution. Meanwhile, on the 25th of August 2022, the Constitutional Court declined the two's plea to stay ECZ decision after their nomination papers were rejected, adding that the court will proceed to hear the case and pass judgment before the by-elections. Miriam Kaimba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
A 27-year-old woman of Kanyama constituency in Lusaka and mother of 3 is living in dire poverty after her husband has allegedly neglected her and her children as he only leaves them with 10 kwacha per day for food. In an interview, Charity Mbewe, though not her real name, has told Camnet News that her husband commanded her to abort her last-born child, who is now 9 months old, when pregnant, accusing her of promiscuity, adding that he will only provide for their first 2 children.
Women in Zambia have continued to lag behind when it comes to accessing economic activities in comparison to men, according to the International Labour Organization (ILO). This has led to many men taking advantage of women in marriages, further leading to an increase in gender-based violence, GBV cases in Zambia. This has left many women dependent on their husbands for finances for those in marriages. This is the case of a 27-year-old woman of Lusaka's Kanyama constituency, Charity Mbewe, though not her real name, who says that she and her 3 children aged 9 years to 9 months are now suffering as her husband, who works as a carpenter at a named company, leaves them with only 10 kwacha per day for food. The woman explains that her husband also denied paternity for her last-born child and demanded that she abort the child during her pregnancy.
So siabe ngishipikisha my sisters zao ndio zobwantanizira penezi na mimba paka mwana na papa panena papira pale mwana analiko nkambisa na kusenda mava kuti responsibilities yonse sozo chita panyumba grass off ya mwana mafuta vaseline kwenzeli beviro mpali manja hapa so sama siapo chichonse panyumba sama siapo ndamava kuti na ngubana sama siapo vakuti tsiwa na wadziro safu. Efforts
to call her husband were, however, not successful, as he is said to be avoiding unknown numbers after the woman ran to a local human rights non-government organization for help. Meanwhile, in a separate interview, Concerned Citizens for Justice and Human Rights Director Richard Nkua has encouraged women to seek financial independence.
I think it's something that we are saying that it has to come to an end. Those women that are abusing women, those men that are abusing women, they should stop. Because this is high time that we are supposed to support women. This is high time that we should bring our nation together. Then we eliminate the issue of gender-based in the country. The
woman is now appealing for aid to start a business to enable her provide for her and her 3 children. Zipporah Mshala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security Jack Mwimbu says high-technology cameras and command centers will be set up in all 10 provinces of the country as one way of beefing up internal security. Speaking when commissioning the Public Security Information System project themed Safe City in Lusaka Tuesday, Mr. Mwimbu says these cameras will be able to provide live feed and help to track criminals in real time.
Internal security has remained a concern in Zambia as crimes have been rife in communities, with crimes such as rape, murder, and kidnap topping the list. Many of these crimes are, however, still under investigation as the criminals are yet to be brought to book, causing as a source of worry among most citizens on the status of internal security in the country. Many non-governmental organizations have been advocating for the setting up of street cameras to help in quickening the process of investigations, as these are able to capture key details such as the faces of the criminals, as well as the vehicle number plate for those using cars to carry out various crimes. The Ministry of Home Affairs and Internal Security has in this regard reviewed that the ministry has engaged the Chinese firm to set up high-technology cameras and command centers in all 10 provinces across the country. Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security Jack Mwimbu was speaking when commissioning the Public Security Information System project, which is themed Safe City in Lusaka.
Zambia Correctional Service, the Drug Enforcement Commission, the Department of Immigration, and the National Anti-Terrorism Center. The project is aimed at having a unified communication system which will enhance security across the country. Some of the best practices that have been incorporated in the project include e-policing, installing of a 4G wireless broadband trunking network, a transmission collision emergency response system network, video surveillance system cameras, and the installation of the intelligence traffic systems, among others.
Speaking during the same function, Chinese Embassy Deputy Head of Mission Lai Bo has predicted an increase in internal security in Zambia once the project is complete.
By visiting this future National Command Center of Zambia, I'm deeply inspired that ZTE has successfully completed the construction of this high-tech, high-standard, state-of-the-art, and high-quality project. In the face of challenges such as the COVID-19 pandemic in recent years, ZTE has actively overcome various difficulties, smoothly promoted project construction and delivery, and made important contributions to the promotion of Zambia's Safe City network.
Meanwhile, ZTE Chief Executive Officer Avingsi, which is the Chinese firm contacted to set up the cameras, has guaranteed high-quality work.
Safe City project is a project providing an integrated solution for public security in cooperation with Ministry of Home Affairs and Internal Security. ZTE is greatly honored and grateful for the trust of the ministry and work with all of the colleagues together to ensure this project completed in good time.
The project has been placed under 5 security agencies under the Ministry of Home Affairs and Internal Security, who will be monitoring live video feed to help curb criminal activities. Zipporah Mshala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
In other news, government has increased the farmer input support program FISP beneficiaries from 62,276 to 67,973 for 2022-2023 farming season in Northwestern Province. Northwestern Provincial Agricultural Coordinator in the Ministry of Agriculture, Muyobo Shimabale, has since cautioned his officers under his ministry to desist from engaging themselves in malpractices during the implementation of the FISP program in the province.
The preparation of Farmer Input Support Program FISP implementation is taking shape in Northwestern Province. Officers from the all 11 districts in the province are here in Solwezi to attend FISP sensitization meeting in readiness of this year's farming season. And the bearer of the good news is Northwestern Provincial Agriculture Coordinator Muyobo Shimabale.
In this agricultural season, government has increased the number of beneficiaries for Northwestern Province from 62,276 to 67,973. That this is a done deal, that it is a confirmed figure that Northwestern Province for this year will have 67,973 beneficiaries, an increase of about 5,500. Let us ensure that we choose correct beneficiaries. Let us ensure that we follow the procedure. We involve all those who are supposed to be involved in adding the added beneficiaries that will trickle down or that have already trickled down to our districts.
Mr. Shimabale further cautioned his officers under the ministry to desist from engaging themselves in malpractices during the implementation of FISP program.
Let us avoid malpractices as we get into this program. Like we said, let us stick to the manual. Even the Minister of Agriculture is reminding us that please do not touch where you're not supposed to touch, as we have been saying. This is the only time we can help you as we start. It is difficult to help each other when things have already gone haywire.
The Ministry of Agriculture in the districts know the benefits of increasing the number of beneficiaries and receiving the inputs ready to deliver to the farmers.
I want to say that I think we've gotten the information, that it is prepared, and then we also want to thank the government for increasing the packs. I think when you look at the overall increment, it's about 5,500 packs. That will add value. And then we look at, I think, the gaps that have been created by the data has been claimed. So that one, I want to be grateful. I think that will go a long way in pacifying the farmers that have not been benefiting. Then further, I want to be grateful that I think we've been given a big task of trying to capture more details. We've understood what I think government has put in place, and I know we have a lot of questions. The important thing is we've been guided, the manual has been finalized and adopted.
More than 1 million farmers are expected to benefit from FISP program countrywide for 2022-2023 farming season. Kriva Chituta reporting in Solwezi, Northwestern Province.
Joseph Malanji and BOWMAN LUSAMBO sue the Electoral Commission of Zambia. Zambia to combat crimes through street cameras. Those were the headlines. Thank you for watching. I am Precious Mzeya Sakaleji. Good afternoon.